Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back again with another retro gaming. And today we're playing another arcade game called drumroll please. Violence store. Warning, this game is for sale and use only in Asia, excluding Japan. Copyrighted music is characters and art works in this game are simply owned by organizations. This game are owned by the full public outside. Maybe. Okay, thank you. Can we move on? Yoink. Violence door. Alright. Another one. That will be do it. Why is it so quiet? Okay, now. Yeah. Through that door. I actually kinda wanna do with the fists more. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm more of a fist person, not that. Speed this things up, okay? Let's see if he is a fish now. Come on. Hold on, dear. Everybody come on. Oh no, we go. Let's do it. Okay. Everybody, come on. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, here comes a big trouble. You're messing with my hand. Knock off. Great cowboy. Okay. Uh-oh. This doesn't good. Oh no. Hiya! How you like that? To the train! Get out of my fucking train! Where'd this go, pal? Camera. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, pal? Oh my man, this is going. Ding 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 ding. Football! I got this. Football! Oh, finally! Well done.
Crazy punks! Get them out! May I see your ticket?
That is no good.
It's long. It's dinner time! Dinner time! Well done!
So long, suckers!
Who the fuck?
I was walking outside and shopping to buy some stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, how have you been?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Playing VR?
No.
Playing TF2?
No.
Making videos?
Duh.
Ah!
This
I
is
did
quite
not
the
know
turn.
that.
This is quite an unexpected turn of events.
Well, of course it is. Quite a turn in events.
Well, since you're here, it is quite a good time for me to ask you. What were you trying to tell me last time? Because you did try to tell me something last time. You know when you called me, but I was too busy playing VR chat.
Playing VR chat?
Yes, I was playing VR chat because by the time you called me, I was too busy on VR chat.
I was once playing VR chat. Yesterday there were two of these maniacs
I mean, I
who
couldn't.
decide to
I mean,
scream.
I couldn't answer your call because I was too busy on VR chat. I couldn't, waste this opportunity on VR chat.
I understand. I will tell you what happened. So there were two of these maniacs, one of
Mhm.
Fat Boy a guy pretending to be a fucking
Mm-hmm.
lemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, man, you two don't even know the story.
Mm-hmm.
You two don't even know anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you proceed.
So I told them, listen, you don't even know the story about Aspen Hotel.
Uh-huh.
They were allowed to name it. They want to say, oh, we are, and they were saying, oh, why are you playing the game? You're 27-year-old. Just get a job. Or something like that. They were pretending. They were pretending to be niggers. They were pretending to be blacks, even though they're white.
Aha. So they literally trying to put on the blackface, right?
Yes. They tried to put a black face on themselves. They tried
Uh-huh.
to say that they're better than everybody. So I told them,
Mm-hmm.
guys, listen, don't mix Lilith with Stella.
Mm-hmm.
Lilith is way better than Stella.
Yeah, because at least Lilith loved his husband, but Stella.
And her daughter.
Yeah, because Stella, on the other hand, the moment she finds out that her husband is cheating on her, quote unquote, on an imp, she immediately goes like full on ballistic, like, you're cheating on me? That's it, I'm sending the assassin on you because you cheated on me. I want you dead.
Yeah, that's what
Motherfucker,
she does.
Stella immediately went from 0 to 100 into full on Karen mode.
Exactly, and then you have these fuckers complaining about how it's all fault by the main creator. Look, I am not, and I told them, you guys are a bunch of hipsters. You guys want to be hipsing for Busy Pop, do you?
Yeah,
And they said,
I mean,
no,
I also mentioned, I also talked about that in my previous playthrough when I was recording Mouse PI for Hire, when I was doing a level in the old subway in that game. I mentioned that I'm sick and tired of these people being such a snowflakes of liberals, and how I mentioned that they're the reason why we have the Welma show and other Vogue shows like The Prince, a Vogue show that is set in England of royal family like the Queen.
yes, and the thing is, we have this. Uh, how are they called? Uh, they're called like they want to be safe space dudes who just said, "Oh, I want to be safe space. I want to tell you to not play VR chat because we are a bunch of fuckers who likes to tell you to stop playing VR chat because we are a bunch of loud,
I mean, the
obnoxious
reason why
freaks."
the reason why there are people out there who still will, like, there's people out there who go like, oh, you're still playing these type of games? Oh man, get a life, loser, get a job. And in which respond, you're gonna be like, dude, I'm literally in my 20s and I can't get a job because we're living in a modern society when everyone can get a job, even including fucking AI. I mean, hell, the moment I get a job, it's already gonna be taken over. Like it's already gonna be
By
too
the
late
AI.
for that.
By the AI.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Nowadays, every job, everything has been taken over by AI, by the artificial
True.
intelligence of these robots.
It's like GLaDOS. It's like GLaDOS all over again.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Soon in the future, the whole humanity will be taken over by the unofficial intelligence of robots. I'm telling you, I'm not crazy.
It's like that I Robot movie, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that used to be a prediction of what will happen in the future if robots took over the
I
society.
mean, the Terminator shows us that even though that movie is like from the 80s and 90s, but still, it's a good sci-fi movie of
Exactly.
a Terminator.
And I Robot shows the future of what will we become if the robots took over our jobs, our society, and we just follow their rules. They will take over society, and we will just be nothing. They will tell us to be enslaved. They will become
Exactly.
very
And
smart.
then they're gonna use this the same way we did to use them for.
Exactly. That's what iRobot says. The movie says that if we let the robots take over us, we will be enslaved.
Yeah.
And
Then the
slavery is a
robots gonna
bad thing.
use
We all
us,
know that.
so they go like, you humans, you need to go and kill each other for our entertainment. Like how we did the same thing for them in one of those, those robot the competitions when the two robots fight each other. Like one of those, right? When a kid makes a robot, like some sort of a school project and sends to the some sort of robot fighting competition.
And not let me start it with this old shenanigan propaganda from a liberal perspective, talking about how every radical groups, every one of them were true things. Actually, no. From the point of history, most Croatians and Serbians fight uh, as partisans against the radical groups. So basically, no, not all Croatians were Ustashis. Not all Serbians were Chetniks. Many of the Serbs and Croats opposed that
Yes,
idea,
and
unlike the
and
Germans who
not
just cut
all
off.
the Slavic countries from the Slavic nations are, communist. Like example for Russia and other countries that was part of the
Exactly.
USSR back then.
Cold War was over a long time ago. I mean, we are now living in a society that is ruled by, you know, democracy,
Yeah, the
different
politician,
ideologies.
the government, and all that stuff.
Yes.
And speaking of that, in Mouse PI for Hire, I point out that BMP is not the way it thinks. Because if you look closer, you can literally say, please don't tell me that's fucking Nazi party. Because that's literally it. I mean, the symbol, the whole uh, thing. I mean, I literally point out that while I was playing Mouse PI for Hire through it. And to top it all off, the main villain is literally a description of a Walt Disney himself, which I'm gonna say that's literally Walt Disney. What are you talking about? I mean, the same mustache, same hair, same face. I mean, it's literally Walt Disney in the game. It's literally that. Like,
Well, let's be honest. The swastika as a symbol back in the early days was a Buddhist symbol, uh, the sign of peace. It was never meant to be a bad thought, but Hitler stole that idea because any radical groups will steal everyone's ideas, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So basically, the Nazis were a bunch of radicals who think that, oh my, we're gonna have the swastika as our symbol.
Mm-hmm.
But you bullshit, you stole that symbol from Buddhists who used to
Mm-hmm.
sign it as a peace.
Yeah.
So that's all symbol of swastika in
Mm-hmm.
history was represents in India as a peace symbol.
Mm-hmm.
It was never as a warmongering symbol
Mm-hmm.
of of a crime and killing and murdering. No,
Yeah.
Indians use that as a peace sign. Kind of like, kind of like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
ideas of a religion that is like
Mm-hmm.
that. Buddhism is basically a depiction of in Indian Buddhism and Hinduism
Mm-hmm.
is a belief of a human spirit of a body.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically about human body in general and the
Mm-hmm.
spirit itself.
Yeah.
Spirituality, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Indians are like that, for example. They don't they're not like they're not like they eat everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. Indians like to eat everything. They don't
Yeah.
care. They said the Quran is horseshit. So yeah, I do
Mm-hmm.
agree with the Indians.
You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know. When I woke up, I just came up with something like an idea for like a little short video. So,
What is that short video about?
well, you see, it features you and I in a sort of like party or some sort of location that has so many people in it. And guess what? This is literally like Husband and Love Boss parody as a animation. So we were
mean,
like
you
talking to each
mean
other, and then
Tea Party?
we see a group of people at the horizon, and then we were like, how about you go talk to them? Maybe they will listen or something like that. I forgot. Then I walk in there and go like, okay, I'll go see what they're on about. Hold my juice, and then I went over there, and then few seconds later I came back, and you're like, so what they say? They asked me on a date. Yeah, that's great. Wait, what?
They asked me on the date, and what do I do?
I mean, you were like, oh, that's great. Wait, what? Wait, what? And then the scat man plays in. Welcome to the scat man world. Just because. And then the bottom text says the gay ending. Wait, what? The joke is that every husband or telenovela boss and male characters always ends up flirting with me, just like in those character AI videos I did. And that's the
It's an
joke.
AI, dude. It's an AI. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's
None
the
of that is
joke.
true.
The joke
Most of the
is,
AI is just.
I know, but the joke is that every husband or telenovela boss male character always ends up flirting with me. Like they somehow find me like sort of a Grey Wolf cartoon fanboy over here, just because I'm a Grey Wolf of a cartoon character of a wolf furry. So what? I mean, that's the joke. Because
I know.
everywhere I
know,
go,
but the
I always
AI
get flirted like that. Like I'm some sort of a tomboy or some sort of tweak who looks like a damn feminist person over here. And that's
You're
the
not.
joke.
It's the AI. It's the AI. It's not evolved still. It doesn't have that high expectation like the film AI.
Overall, the joke is that those husband and Hlavobasic male characters such as Vox and Valentino uh, ask me on a date instead of asking other girls, and that's the joke.
I know, but Fox is a clinker. What do you expect from the fucking clinker? He's always that way.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I'm glad that I was today on a good server in VR. It's very rare to find a good server. Every time you ended up being with the fucking freaks.
Mm-hmm.
Moron. Femboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, the only thing can worst that happened is getting yourself in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah,
VR has gone.
like one time. Remember when I mentioned that I was being questioned and by two people just because they mistaken me for the other person?
Yeah.
Because I told him you got a wrong person. I'm not that person. Because they
Exactly.
questioned me because I have this username called Wolfman. And they mistaken me for the other person also named Wolfman with that username. So they mistaken me for a guy who talks to minors. Like
Oh my.
some sort of child predator or pedophile. And I told him, you got a wrong person. I'm not that person. You can
Yeah, you're
tell
not
the
a
difference
pedophile.
that my username stands Wolfman SRB 911. 911 stands as for the police, as the law police call. Like, 911, what's your emergency? For the police.
Exactly.
And also, for some reason, now that I mentioned that, some random idiots considers my username to go like Wolfman SRB 911.
Idiot.
I mean,
You
to
know, these
be
are
fair, I was like, that can also work, but it literally stands for 911, as if 911, what's your emergency? I made this
911.
username
Emergency.
for a reason and on purpose. I want to be identified as a Serbian. I want to be identified as a. Because, let me tell you this. So, the whole 911 is literally like that whole thing because back then I was like, when I grow up, I want to be a police officer. So that's why.
Oh,
So,
you want to be a cop?
yeah, I want to be a law enforcement. I want to be a good guy. Because because when I was little, I get these toys that are like cop related, like a police toy car, a shield, a toy gun, a toy
Oh my!
pistol.
I remember.
I also get a
I
badge.
remember. I
I also got a
remember.
badge and other stuff. I also get a siren light. Everything that police officer needs.
I do remember. I will tell you something. I do remember that I used to have cars, like toys of a cop van, like a police van of Moop. You know,
I
Moop.
only
Moop is
get those
this.
toys when it was Christmas. I got those toys for Christmas.
So Moop stands for the Croatian police. You know.
So ever since then, I came up with the perfect name for myself. First one is Wolfman because that's the name for my furry persona as a cartoon character of a wolf. His name is Wolfman. And
And then you
also
came with the idea that
and then I
making a
I
video.
also added Wolfman SRB because I'm from Serbia. Go figure. And then the last thing I add is 911 as if 911 was your emergency. And then boom, you get my username.
The thing is, I will tell you something. That's a great idea. But when you made that video about how nobody in Hampton Hotel will like you, I just asked myself, why? Why? Like Alistair says, why?
I mean, I mostly put character AI on dynamic, to pick what is best for me, and those are results.
But the funny thing is how you say, you know, one time my water fall down
Mm-hmm.
through the stairs, and he says that's what happens to Rebecca Sugar. Oh man, that was funny as fuck. I still remember when I go to the shopping. I still remember that scene. That's
I
what
mean,
happens to Rebecca Sugar.
I mean, it's pretty ironic. It's Rebecca Sugar's. She's the reason why Vivzy Papa was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing from you. Thanks a lot, Rebecca Sugar. I'm gonna do the same thing you taught me. Thanks for teaching me. And there you go. Because
I don't think she copied
because
much of Rebecca
yeah,
Sugar. I think.
I mean, come on. Don't tell me that Vivzy Pop did not learn from her, to make her show as a woke it is.
Rebecca Sugar steals other shows. I mean, she did have. She should have stick with Steven Universe. That's her show. But no, she had to stick with Adventure Time to ruin everything.
Yeah, just like how she's the reason why she made Marceline to be with Princess Bubblegum, like so sort of two lesbians.
I'm blaming her. I'm blaming her for that. It's her fault. Pendle Ward
I
says
mean,
that.
motherfucker, it should have ended like with Princess Bubblegum with Finn. And you know how Finn will react once he finds out about that? I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, am I a joke to you? After all the things we've been through, after all the dates we've been, you're still a lesbian? I'm forgettable. And the next thing you know,
That's all
Finn
stupid.
fucking kills
It's
himself
Rebecca
because
Sugar's fault.
his whole life was
I don't
worthless
believe.
for dating Princess Bubblegum.
Listen. This is all Rebecca Sugar's fault. She created this stupidity just to basically make Finn sad. And
Yeah,
I was so disappointed that
of
Pendle
course
Ward
Finn
gave
will
the
never
show to
get
her.
a girlfriend because his girlfriend is a goddamn lesbian towards a fucking
Well,
vampire
let's just
queen.
make our own show. Let's just make our own cartoons. Like, let's make Adventure Time great again. I don't stick with Rebecca Sugar show because it's not canon to me. Screw Rebecca Sugar's Adventure
I
Time.
mean,
To me, it's not canon.
Finn
No.
had so much emotions and so much feeling towards Princess Bubblegum, and this is his thank you. Princess Bubblegum, I thought you loved me. Yes, I do love you,
Yes.
Finn, but I love Marceline more. Why? Because he has a vampire pussy? Finn! What? I was just saying the obvious. Dude, that is not cool. Shut up, Marceline.
That's right.
My heart has been ruined.
Listen, Daniel.
Yes?
Listen. Blaming this not on characters. I'm blaming this on Rebecca Sugar herself.
Mm-hmm.
She should just fuck off from this show. Pendle Ward should say, Rebecca Sugar, you're fired. I'm not letting you do this.
I don't know if that's gonna be impossible because you see, ever since this new CEO of Cartoon Network was elected, who turns out to be a woman. That's right, the CEO of Cartoon Network is a woman.
They ruin everything.
Yeah,
They ruin
it's
everything.
her fault. It's the CEO of Cartoon Network who needs to be blamed. It's her fault for making this decision. She's the one
Well,
in charge.
I'm blaming Rebecca Sugar. It's her fault. People just stick in Steven Universe. None of this to me is in character perspective. None of this is canon. Uh, Marceline and Princess Bubblegum had nothing in common together. None of it.
Yeah,
None of it
exactly. Because Princess
None of
Bubblegum
that-
is the princess of the Candy Kingdom, while Marceline is the queen of vampires.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And none of this makes canon to me.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
canon.
like if you put Impedimedia with the guy who sells fish in Asterix, it doesn't make any sense because they were never meant for each other.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of fucking weird. Like that's some kind of predatory behavior. Like you believe that, oh my, this is normal. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's not normal. These people never met each other. They
Yeah.
never even interact with one another. They never even had anything in common.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, what both of them had in common? They were in both different places. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this is the same fucking thing with Tom and Star.
Mm-hmm.
Tom was said to her at the end, Star, we were in two different places. I don't believe this can
Mm-hmm.
work. Goodbye.
Yeah.
This could have actually happened if I was in charge or
Mm-hmm.
Pendle Ward is in charge. But who cares? Rebecca Sugar, she's a fucking pedophile. She ruined everything.
She could be a pedophile
She
or she
ruined.
could be a predator. Who knows? We will never know.
The real Adventure Time to me ended up with Finn and Princess Bubblegum. End of story. I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
And I want to tell you this, man, but are you listening?
Yes.
You do realize that all of this conversation has been, I recorded the whole thing. It's literally 42 minutes into this video.
Yeah, I do realize. That's
You
why
know,
I mute myself when my mother was talking in her phone.
yeah, because I was literally just playing this arcade game, because last time I did the same thing, with Vendetta, but now I'm doing it with this arcade game because, yeah, I mean, I was not expecting you to call in. And apparently I have to, upload this video and just call it Wolfman Plays, just and then cut and then unexpected the call or something like that. Because
Listen, she basically has the thing what I have against Rebecca Sugar is so many things, especially
mhm.
saying that the Steven Universe is for kids. Especially allowing this to be for kids. And I'm like saying, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? This show is not for kids, it's showing a lot of very much against stuff that goes.
I mean, to be
And
fair,
she turns adventures.
Steven Universe is quite a strong franchise out there. Like, do you know how many people adore this? Like, they're the reason why we have Steven Universe the movie. What the Steve being all grown up, but with as the whole society lives with other crystal gems out there in that movie. When we get introduced to that new character in Steven Universe in that movie, I think.
Listen, to me, it makes no sense how what she did to the Adventure Time. The only thing to me is like Adventure Time ended in season one, two, and three. The third season.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ending. There's no new. But what she did, she turns Adventure Time into an Adult Swim. She did it by herself.
I mean, to be
And I'm done.
fair,
I don't want to talk about
how
how she
it's.
ruins
I'm pretty
Finn
sure it's the
and
people who
Princess
want
Bubblegum's
more content of
relationship.
that. I mean, look at the regular show. That show ended in 2018. And yet, people wanted
To
that
me,
show
listen,
back.
to me,
I mean, to be
to
fair,
me,
regular show did in fact air on Cartoon Network, but it's more of a like for teenagers. Like, in that, because regular show is meant for teenagers, because, it's all about Mordecai Rigby working at the park as the two employees of teenagers, just always slacking off and who knows what's happening and then such. He needs to those that show and such those type of shows needs to relate to the teenagers before they hit adulthood, to understand the job and all that stuff. I mean, for
Listen,
crying out
listen.
loud,
I'm
both Rigby and Mordecai are literally teenagers in that show. Before the final episode, when Pops sacrificed himself for the freight of good, and then many years later, they're all grow up and such. And nowadays, they're coming back, but as a regular show The Lost Tapes.
Listen, man, I will tell you something. I don't recognize the new Adventure Time as canon. No, I don't recognize that as canon. I don't even recognize any characters in after Rebecca Sugar took over. These characters are just all cold, different from the beginning. Like they just think that it's oh my, it's too dark. It starts getting better. Which you start getting better.
Well,
You fucking ruined this show.
now you didn't mention that. One time I was watching this video that says innocent cartoons are being mistaken. Like there's this guy who explains that these quote unquote innocent cartoons are being mistaken and then makes children be traumatized and such. He mentioned shows.
Fusion, fusion in Steven Universe is sex, and that is told by in front of the kids, in front of the children, that it's normal to learn about it. How is it normal to learn about it, you fucking bitch? You teach children about stuff that is inappropriate. And this is what I'm having problem with Rebecca Sugar. She is a insane, narcissistical bitch, a psycho one. She took over Adventure Time because she wanted to.
Yeah.
She is literally Goebbels.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to teach children on her ways to teach. I'm not the only one who thinks this way. I'm not the only one. Take for example ER,
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber who says Rebecca Sugar is a fucking pedophile
Mm,
and
yeah.
she's a Goebbels. Teach
And all-
children to be
yeah.
gay.
And also, I want to say about this, eh, if I may continue, because when I was watching that video that talks about those quote unquote innocent cartoons that was mistaken by people, like how he mentioned that how the Amazing Digital Circus is mistaken as a quote unquote innocent cartoon, even though the first episode, or should I say the pilot episode, literally says the Amazing Digital Circus, a dark physiological dark comedy the show. It literally says right there. But no, apparently kids still buying it because how colorful and innocent it is. But the more you watch the show,
Innocent
the
Maya.
more you're gonna go like, oh dear God, this is
The
dark.
the moment Rebecca Sugar took over the show, and when Pendle Ward left Adventure Time, was about tier 15. When they mentioned tier 15,
What's a
way
tier
to go,
15?
Slobber! Way to go! Way to go! Bravo! And I'm so disappointed. I'm not blaming Pendle Ward. He should just stay on the show, but fire Rebecca Sugar for a long fucking time. She mentioned tier 15. She starts making Princess Bubblegum cold. And all the cheerleaders cold, creating some dark ideas to ruin this show. And then asking a modern feminist, radical feminist, to draw Princess Bubblegum and Marceline. Of course she have done it. Because who cares? They have to ruin the show. That's their plan. That's what the radical groups always are into. They never despise their idea. They want to be loud as fuck. They want to tell people to accept their demands. I'm not accepting it. To me, Finn and Princess Bubblegum are canon. I don't care. I don't care. I don't
Um,
watch the new ones.
I
I don't care.
don't know what the hell is like 15, order 15. I don't know what the fuck is that supposed to mean.
Tier 15 is sex.
Oh, tier 15 is all about sex. Now I understand. But see, at first I was thinking, what the hell is the tier 15? Is it something like, I don't know, something else? But then when you say something about sex, then that's a different story. Like for the
That's what
first,
she added it.
I mean, for the people for the first time hearing that, they're gonna like, what the hell? What the fuck is a tier 15? And then someone's gonna like, it's literally sex. Oh, now I see. Like, all of this stuff is kind of new to people such as myself. Like, I have never heard of tier 15.
The thing what I hate about Rebecca Sugar is that she's acting this way to create her own identity politics in the cartoons. Listen, Adventure Time used to be an innocent cartoon, and you turn it into a mess. You turn that into a mess just because you like it. That's what
Yeah.
radical groups always like. They like to turn it into a mess, and no, both Princess Bubblegum and Marceline did not did not have any relationships or interest to women's. They
Yeah,
did
now that you
not.
mention that, I'm starting to realize that you're making a lot of sense. Like, when was the last time Marceline and Princess Bubblegum ever met? That's right, never, because throughout the show of Adventure Time, we got these episodes that features both backstory of Marceline and Ice King and how they were
Yeah.
how because in those episodes Ice King bumps and finds a lone Marceline girl and then decide to take care of her by being some sort of father figure to her in a sort of post-apocalyptic world, while still having the crown that drive him insane, that soon make him to end up as an Ice King. And there's a strong connection between Ice King and Marceline. And now I'm gonna ask you this: when was the last time Marceline and Princess Bubblegum ever spoke to each other, like ever met? That's right, none,
Never.
never. And then all of a sudden, all of this has been thrown out of the window at the end of the series, at the final episode, when we all find out that Marceline and Princess Bubblegum are actual lesbians.
With how? With how?
Like how?
With no
Like how the fuck do you two know each other this much and this close? Like you never spoke to it. You never mentioned her, and you never mentioned her either. Well, maybe because we grew up with each other. Bullshit! Don't give me that bullshit,
Characters never
Princess
do that.
Bubblegum
They never
bitch.
grow up with each other.
Since when did you
They never
guys
grow.
have the
Listen,
time and moment to hang out off screen while you two are being scissoring to each other? Like since when? Bro, what the fuck is
listen.
wrong with you,
I'm
man?
going to say this. I'm going to say this. Can I say? Can I say? Can I
Yeah,
say?
sure.
These are fucking weird things what Rebecca Sugar has in mind. They never interact with one another. Throughout the show, I never see them interacting with one another. And the second thing, the second fucking thing is like, what is wrong with you, Rebecca? What is wrong with you? You have basically created the entire fan fiction. This is all fan fiction. This is not canon to me. This is basically making a fan fiction.
Yeah,
Heck, even people who make
you're
fan
literally
fictions much
doing what
better
the
than
fans
your
asked
fan
for.
fiction.
This is what's called
Yeah.
fan service. You're doing what the fans want, what they actually need. You're just granting them their wish. Like your wish is granted. I'll make them lesbians.
Yeah, this is what fans wanted to. This is not what this is not what the show wanted to. Because most people in the show wanted Finn and Princess Bubblegum to be canon. It will look logical, because then Finn will become a king and she will become a queen and they will raise children. Heck, he did all the things for Candy Kingdom. No, no offense. He did all the things for Candy Kingdom. No offense. I gotta say. So to me, Princess Bubblegum and Finn are canon. End of story.
But
They
yet,
probably
but yet again, at the end of the show for Adventure Time, Finn goes back
I don't want to
to
listen to
his
it. Danielle, I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to listen to what Rebecca Sugar creates. No. She draw a fan fiction.
Do you wanna switch the topic?
Yeah.
Like what?
About different creators, how they make their own show.
Mm-hmm.